Hi guys, so today I want to make a couple of, or maybe one, I don't know, festive like paper clips. I want to use the happy jig because I have it and we're going to try and make up our own thing. What's funny is I thought, oh, like a little Christmas tree, but they already have one on the front here. So I was like, oh, well, let me check it out. But I think it's big and I don't want it big. I want it like a smaller thing. So we're going to try and see if we can make up our own thing. I'll link it in the description box. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you're a purchase items through those links. I was like, oh, I think there's something else. It's this thing. I'm just going to grab whatever heavy gauge wire I might have in my stash, or I don't even know where I put the one that came with this. But I am going to pop these guys out. So again, you just kind of take one of these little pegs, or the larger peg, and just pop it out from the back. And carefully, because you don't want them to fly everywhere. And I'll be right back so we can get set up. Okay, so before I even bring out anything, I'm just going to get started with thinking about what I want to do. I think they put that little loop on the top to look like maybe like a star or something. I don't really care about that, so let's just keep this open and kind of see what they were recommending to do. And we don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you know, I do want to make it smaller. So I'm just going to place this wherever I don't really have an idea. Okay, let's say that's the top of our tree. And I'm using the small ones because I want it smaller and I want it to work out that way. I'm going to put one peg like down here. And at the end, if this works out, I'll show you what I was thinking. Because I wanted to make a paper clip, so the paper clippy area will be in here. You know, kind of like what they're showing, but again, I don't want mine to be too big. And we need the first one like this that goes around and then comes back in. So you definitely need enough room to do that, right? So let's say in here, hold on, and then come back in. Will I have space for it? How big do I want this thing? I can't do that. So, you know, you're kind of limited by the little spaces that you have here. Let's see. They want the peg down to do that. Let's see here. I'm just kind of, oh, see, there's no way I can't get that in there. Okay, I already have an oopsie. Let's turn this over. Pop this guy out. Now, we can actually, let me pop both of these out, because what I can do is just, no, we better leave it. I was going to say, let me pop it out, because that way I can do something different for the paperclip part, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because even if I put it down here, these guys will be in the way. So let's just say that. Anyway, I'll be thinking out loud to myself for a while, so maybe I should just come back. I just didn't want to waste your guys' time with that. So if we go down like this and then over here, I would want it like here, but they're showing here. You're leaving yourself a little space to go in between and then come back out, right? The next one should be a little bit further out, which if we were here, and then we come back out here, let's leave a space and then one out like this. Do you think that's enough tree? If we go doot, 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 does it have to have 3 spots? Because then the third one's going to be like way out here. And again, it's bigger than what I would want. So let's pretend we're not doing that. So we go in here, we go in here, we go out here, and then just bring it around to the pegs. Okay, oh, I need 2 small pegs. I'm using the small ones to keep it tight, but again, it'll go around here and then in here, right? Does that even leave me... Oh, okay. So another issue. Again, I'm just thinking about this like off the top of my head. Is if this guy's in here. Kind of a wider base than I would want, but we can try it. Let's see what happens. Okay. And then as far as the paper clip, maybe I'll just leave a piece that I'll just create on my own. Hope that makes sense. So let's see if we're going out and then we're going in. Out and then in just around here. Oh, hold on. Would that be too skinny? I'll say maybe we go around these guys and then around a middle peg. That would be round. Yeah, forget it. Okay, I may end up adding another little section of small pegs, so when it comes back around like this, we do need something to hold it, you know? Let me figure that one out. Anybody. I'm just thinking out loud. So I don't remember where I was, because I was like, if I go here and then come around here, and then if I go in between these two, I can do a skinny one. How about that? And then maybe we'll score it out. We'll see. Put it right there. All right. Now I should grab some. Oh, I'm just putting them everywhere, and I used to keep the large and small ones over here and the medium ones over here, but it doesn't matter. Sorry, I was looking for my wire, and where was it, you guys? Where do you think it was? Right next to me. Okay, let's try one out, just like a little junk one. So I'm just gonna grab this stuff again. I got this at Michael's, I don't know, last year sometime. This one's a little bit heavier than this one, but not as thick as another one that I've been using. I know that's very vague because it doesn't really say on here the gauge of this. And I was kind of thinking about that. Honestly, if you get real tight, then your gauge can't be much thicker than this spacing here, you know? Again, I won't even know how much of this I'm using because I have no idea. We're making this up as we go along. So what I'm going to do... Oh, that unravel. This guy's all crazy, wonky. I mean, we can kind of have an idea. Maybe I can guess since this first part's all gross anyway. We're going to go around here. We're going to go around there. We're going to go out here. We're going to go in here. I don't know. I'm just going to take this amount since it's junk, and we'll see how much we need. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty bad looking. This is about 7 inches. Okay? I have no idea what I want to do with this. Oh, and I didn't even start with a clippy one, right? Remember how you're supposed to use a clippy one? I guess I could pop in a clippy one in here somewhere just to start with. Should we do that? Let me see if I actually have room for it. Those are on the medium size ones, right? I don't think anybody else has them but the medium ones. Is that... I'm not sure if that's right or not, but let's see. Oh, it fits. Okay, so let's do that. And again, I'm going to make this into like a paper clip shape, but not for right now. I guess we can go up this way. I'm going to leave a little bit extra. That'll be our clippy part. And I guess we can go this way. I'm just going to go around this guy. Oh, but see, I want to go in between these two. That's kind of why I was going to leave out that middle part. But you know what? We can just mess with it for now. We can squeeze it in there. See? You can still get it in there. Interesting. I have to really get it in there. Again, that's because this wire isn't like the thickest gauge wire in the world. We're going to go around this outer part here. I just want you to see kind of what we're doing. In between here. So around this one, we'll talk about it in just a minute. Between there, around that little guy. Back over here, and again, this wire is all wonky, so it's just kind of a test run. Around that guy, the top of him, over this guy, back in between these guys, just like we came from before. Push him right there, push it right there. Oh my gosh, how funny. So we just came up with something, or, you know, if it's bad, I'll just say, okay, I came up with something. I'll take credit for that. You know, let's pop it out and see what happens. Let's pop it out and see what happens. So again, it only has the 2 layers because I didn't want it to be too tall. I mean, that's not bad. It's not wonderful, but it's not bad. It looks more like a leaf. But that's not horrible. Okay, so let's just take that guy off, I guess. Right? And this piece in the middle here, this is so funny. I was like, oh, I'll just make like a little clippy that looks cute for, I don't know, the swap. And again, this is just a little, I'm bending it this way because it seemed like that's what I wanted to do. Try to straighten that out a little bit. Okay, it's not wonderful, but hey, not too bad. And then what I did last time is that to flatten it out, I kind of put it down, put something on it to help me kind of really push it down. Aww. It's either a tree or like a double arrow, I don't know, but I came up with it and I'm happy. That's really fun. I was say cute and then I said fun, so I said fun. Maybe straighten that out a little bit more. How funny. Yeah, it's something. It's something, alright, okay. Actually, I'll bring this over and I was going to show you what I wanted to do with it, which is kind of put it just wherever and put a little clippy. Like that. That looks like a tree, I think. I don't know. Alright. So there's that one. On We Are Memory Keepers, their like app on Instagram, they have some things. So let me check that out. I will leave this right here for a minute so you can see exactly where I put the pieces. Maybe you want to take a screenshot. And I'll be back. So, you know, came up with a little something very basic. So if you go to the We Are Happy Jig, what's it called? Instagram page. Honestly, I think the last time they posted was like in 2019 or something. So it's old, right? But if you go through, there are some people who offer like their little designs. And there's one girl, I think she's from somewhere else. So it's, I think the language might be a little different. I don't remember what her name was. But anyway, as you're looking through, like this one has Mary and Joy, and those are cute words. That's the design that they have in the book. The little star one, that's really cute. And, you know, you can click on the person's name and then it'll go to their page and maybe they have some other ideas. But again, these are really old. So as I'm looking through this, I'm like, oh, I like the little reindeer, this one. Which I guess Allie, it says, Allie... I don't know if that's the same Allie, the one that presents on H Center. Ring doorbell notice in. Anyway, either way, it doesn't show how to make the paperclip. And I'm like, I'm not trying to go back to a blog from 2018 to see how that was made. I kept scrolling, and they have this one, and it's there, you guys. So I'm going to set this one up. I love it. I don't know. It's going to be big. So it's just something to do. I wanted something for my little... swap, like why not? I'll probably still make that little tree, a few more of them, just to add just something handmade. It's very simple. Ooh, actually, maybe you can even hang a little bead off of it. I just thought about that. Okay, cool. I was thinking maybe just use something else to hang, like just something off the top, you know, a little something on here. I don't know. I don't know if it'd stay. But either way, I think that's pretty cute for just making it up, guys. I'm going to toot my own horn. Okay, so I'm going to do this with the paper clip. So it looks like right here in the very middle with the paper clip one is L21. Remember the one that's in gold is about the paper clip. And I do not like this going in and out. So what I'm going to do is screenshot it and I'm going to edit it so I can just put it in my photos and then that way it won't just keep doing whatever. Saved photos. Okay, so I'll get that from my photos and I will have it forever now. Let's go back in here. Okay, maybe I'll set my phone to not go to sleep. That's another good one. So medium, I'm just gonna start with that one. Medium L21, so L21. Right there, that looks good. And I'm just gonna keep going from there. So obviously there's two medium ones here. Actually, which one had the clippy? Oh, up at the top. Okay. So there's a medium one literally right next to it at the bottom. Actually, you can't, it's hard to tell what number. N20, N22? Yeah, probably. So N20, that one right there, and N22. And again, push it down until you hear it click. Oh, I don't want that one there. It doesn't really matter, but... Okay, so like I showed you guys in the first tutorial, I'm just going to go around and place them wherever it tells me to place them. Small, medium, and larges, and I will be back. Okay, guys, that was, wow. Thumbs were hurting at the end of this, but I was using using a little bit of my blanket because I was sitting at the couch just kind of popping these in to help me like blanket and then my finger because otherwise, oh, look at that. Ooh, it was hurting. Okay, it does say if you want the paper clip, you need 26 inches of the stuff or just 23 inches if you're not, you know, if you're just going to do the design. That's a lot. I'm probably still going to use this one. I like the thickness of this, but, you know, I do have the thicker one that I had shown before whenever from that same set. Again, bead landing there from Michaels, this stuff. This is the one that comes with the kit. You know, when you first pick up the peg kit there. I think I'm going to use the thinner one. Why not? It's not the thinnest, but I did pick up, but it's a little bit, you know, obviously thinner than the other one. I did pick some up at the Dollar Tree the other day, but it is very thin. Like, that stuff is super thin. Doesn't mean it doesn't work, it's just thin. So 23 inches. I'm sorry, I'm just using my mat to measure. Roughly 26 inches, I don't know. Alright. So, let's see what we got here. So there it is. I know it might be hard for you guys to see, but again, go to their Instagram, you can find it. It's like from 2018. So this guy is my paper clippy, and it kind of started here, it looks like, and they brought it around here, this one. So I'm going to do that just to clip it in, and then now we're going to go straight across this guy. That was the original clippy area. Oh my goodness, okay. Now I don't want to confuse myself. Behind this guy, and I'm just following the picture, guys. Up over this guy. I was following along and I skipped one. This, okay. Let me get a little bit closer. honestly, you just have to follow it. Just look at it with your eyeballs. Like me showing you isn't going to be a biggest deal. But we go through here, around that guy, and then back in that same little space, which is what I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. And then around these two, behind both of these guys. And then way up over to this guy. And since I kinked it from earlier doing it wrong, I'm going to straighten it out. There we go. Over to that guy. And then this little guy is going to be here to help us make our little loop. And back up to this top one. And then down around this guy. That all he's there is to help us place it so we can get it back up over this loop here. And then from here we're going to go straight down into this peg. Okay. And then behind that peg, like wrap around it pretty much. I'm totally skipping out on like, oh, that middle area holds your wire for you. I'm just going for it. And then around this guy, we're going to make the ear part now, right here. Around there, around the little peg. So some of these pegs are just here for the shape, which is really cool actually. That guy's gonna go in there, and then this guy's gonna go around here. And this is interesting. It's supposed to go in between here, so I think I put that peg in the wrong spot. You know what I'm saying? That's too tight right there. This one should have probably been one more down. Both these guys, but it's just there to hold it, so I'm not too worried about it. And then around here, oh my goodness. This is very cute. And again, between these two guys, even though I put it too high up. And then here. And then back around. So this is all kind of obviously just opposite what we just did. Around there. This is so funny. I want something to help me like push down. There we go. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, around this little ear. Through this spot here. And then straight up behind us, right? Okay, to over here, and then basically just working your way back down the way we did before. So up here, I think I might have placed something wrong. It just looks weird, but that's okay. We're gonna go through there, and then up here to this one. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute clippy. Down here. Oh. Up through there, back down between these guys. Okay, I gotta pay attention. Okay, both of these guys, behind both of this one and this one. Up and around this little guy just to make a little something. And then between those two pegs. And that's it. And again, they asked for a lot extra, clearly, because that's where that ends. Okay, they did show on one of them to just leave some and then wrap it around this area just to keep it tight, so I think I'll do that. I'll just cut this off, but that was way too much. You know, I don't like wasting, so I mean that was probably 4 inches too much. But this guy's gonna go this way, okay? Like basically in here too. Okay, I'm just trying to see where we're at. This is gonna be crazy. Bring this out of here. Little at a time, little at a time. I suppose you can pop out some of the pegs, but I want to make a few of these, so I'm not gonna do that right now. Why are they not popping out at all? Ooh, they're not even moving. Hold on. I think it's because it has a lot of tension just because there's so much up and down, you know? Come up here, buddy. I'm not trying to hurt this, but there we go. Just want to pop it out of that little... Wasn't holding it before, but now it wants to really hold it. There we go. Alright. Okay, and then this side, let's start popping some of that tension. Sorry guys, that noise is annoying, but it's what it is. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that is really cute. I mean, obviously it's all crazy. So again, this is our paper clip starter, so I'm gonna just curve that, finish that off. Look at, not bad. That is so cute. I like this wire gauge. Obviously you can go thicker. So what I was trying to say is like with this, I had seen it in some of the other pieces that they would bring it around, kind of wire wrap it. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. I'm just doing it with my hand, but of course if you want to use tools, go for it. Just something like that. Just helps you finish it off. I'll cut that piece off right now, but let me get this a little more arranged. Okay, there's our clippy. And I'm gonna turn it over and squish it again. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on. Let me see, let me just make sure I'm squishing this the right way. I just do that just to kind of flatten it. I don't know if it helps or not. I feel like it helps. And this side too. And I'm trying to see, it should be closer. It's on my phone, isn't it? Okay, they had it right going down right there, so I guess we can squish this in a way that brings it closer. What's cute is that you can manipulate these to be more 3D, like bowing out if you wanted, or flatter, you know, depending if you're putting on the top of something. But how flat you want it to be. That is a very cute design. I am super happy with that. How cute! Now, I didn't do a reindeer design for this swap, but I wouldn't mind. Well, let me see. I mean, I'm sure we all agree my little tree is like the best, so. But how cute is that? Oh my gosh, you guys. Move that out of the way. You know what? I think even though I did gingerbreads, that is too cute. I need to add it. Because honestly, it'll just sit in there. It'll be just fine. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Well, just some fun things to try out. I am in love with this design, and then I told you guys I would finish that off. Hold on. Just try it out. I think once you start looking at things and kind of get in the groove, you might be able to figure things out yourself, like how to use the pegs to help you shape or to actually help you make a loop or whatever it is. This guy, I'm just going to cut it off close to there, and this is gorgeous. I love this. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.